But there's one guy in particular he's my sworn enemy. I feel like we're doing my usual pre-vacation to-do list, like getting my nails done today, just the feet. I have little boy hands. Like, to me, that's not worth it to paint. It's $10, but like not this time. The feet need it though. Doing that. Spray tan, as usual, is like, it's a possibility. If I end up there tomorrow, great. If not, I'll survive. Tomorrow is Jonas Con, and I do have tickets. I'm not like dying to go, but like I'll probably show up. I do have one friend that's going, so I'm like, okay, if Pete definitely goes, I'll go. But he lives like down the shore, so he's like, I might try and get in early, go to that set, and then be home in time for White Lotus. But I have yet to even look at my ticket and double check. I'm like, is parking paid for? Like, I don't know any logistics for tomorrow, so if I don't end up there, it's okay. If I do, a lot of fun. Jonas Brothers are always great. I went to a Jonas Brothers themed spin ride this morning. So anyways, I'm gonna go get that foot taken care of, hoping to finish my book. I brought a book to the nail salon. I'm always tempted by the People magazine, but I'm dying to finish this book before I leave for a week. Yeah, the usual pre-vacation checklist. Also, we have a surprise party tonight for Nico. So that's also, I'm like, I want to eat, but I know we're gonna be eating at the party. So we will see, we will see. All right, I have normal looking feet again. Went for a basic pink, but I feel like they looked at my toe and were both like grossed out. Also, what do you do tip-wise when someone starts your pedicure but another person ends it? I just gave her the tip, but I'm like, maybe they'll work that out later. I don't know. It's so weird. Like, I've had that happen a couple times before. I'm like, well, what do I do now? You know? Also, the tip worked out to be like $5, but I gave her 10 because I was like, anyone who has to deal with my disgusting hobbit feet, I'll give you double. So that's where we're at right now. Still a whole shebang with $35, so I'm very happy about that. I am so hungry. I want kava, because I always want kava, but I don't want to get on the highway. So there is like a halal place over here. I'm like, that would be really good. I'm going to have bad breath all night, but that'll be really good. I'm so intimidated by teenagers working at places. I don't think teenagers even work there. I think it's like a small family business, but I'm like, even the thought of a teenager taking my order scares me. Why?
Thank you everyone. Our queen here. Each one of you mean a lot to me in my life.
Lord, you can do it.
All right, coming at you from my camera and not my phone for once, so my head's gonna look a little different. I feel so accomplished. So it is Sunday. I did not end up going to Jonas Con. I'll survive. I just felt like I had so much to do. And not even like important stuff to do, but like just stuff I needed to get done. Like I finished a book. I'm gonna go bring that back to the library. It's been way too long. I finished 2 videos that they're very easy to film. I've just been so busy, have had like no sunlight, no voice, like a mix of everything. It just like finally came together today. Just started a load of laundry, and then I'm gonna start packing for Disney. I forget where I put my phone, but I at least did it by day. So I'm like, Magic Kingdom, Abercrombie leggings, Forever 21 tank top. Like I did it like in that way. There are a few like downtime days that I don't know what I'm gonna wear. So just need to plan that out, because I'm also trying to just do a carry-on, and I'm not the best packer, but I feel like if I can do that before the sun goes down, I'll be very happy. And then I just texted my boss. I'm like, I'm gonna be away this week. Is there anything I should prioritize? So you're not yelling at me like midweek and I'm in Florida like with no way to come back, you know? So we'll see what he says, and I might end up at work later, but like as long as I get packed, I think I'll be good. So I still do not have a ride to the airport tomorrow. I'll probably just suck it up and get an Uber, even though I have like 20 aunts, uncles, cousins. I live with my brother. Like no one even offered, not a soul. And when I brought it up, they're all like, we only live like a half an hour away from the airport. Like it's not a huge deal, but no one wants to do it. And I'm not gonna ask my sister again, because 1, she's working, and 2, she already just did it. So thanks Court for doing that one last time, but like, come on guys. I always say yes to an airport pickup. I'd rather do that than babysit your kids, watch your dogs, do anything for you. I'd rather just pick you up from the airport and drive home. So we'll be spending probably $90 on that tomorrow and $90 on the way home. What can you do? So I really want to go get food, but my brother has the crock pot on right now and he left, and I do not feel cool leaving the crock pot on, even though I know like that's what they're for. You just like leave it on all day and go to work or whatever. Not in my house. I do not trust anything, especially after watching This Is Us. So I'm gonna wait. I don't even know where he went. So I'm gonna wait till he gets home. Then I'm gonna go out and do my outings. I should probably get some little travel size like CeraVe and stuff. But yeah, that's where we're at. I feel very accomplished. I got things done and stuff that I've been putting off for like weeks on end. Actually, since I have time, let's just chat for a bit. I was supposed to get my hair done yesterday, but we just didn't have enough time. So me and Kayla rescheduled, although I would love a fresh blonde for vacation. And also we are doing the pink ends, very 2013, a trend I couldn't partake in then, but now that I have bleached hair, now I can. But I do think this is gonna be the last time I go blonde. You know when you're like about to cut all your hair off, you're like, wait, I really like my long hair. That's how I feel. Like I'm ready to go back to red, but I'm like, sometimes I think I look good with the blonde. So maybe we'll do like a light red when we finally go back to red. But I think it's just time. So one more round of blonde, blonde, blonde and pink ends probably get me through halfway through the summer, and then we will go red. Also, it's just more economic for me to not be paying $300, $400 to get my hair done. So after the red is in, I think I can upkeep that cheaply in a better financial way. But also I want to spill some tea. So this Florida trip, I'm going for a full week, and the later half of the week, I'm gonna be in an Airbnb with 25 people. That sounds like a nightmare, and I feel like I've brought this up, and I was gonna stay with someone else in a hotel. Didn't work out that way, so I'm staying in the Airbnb. But the first half of the week I will be in a Hilton, and I just have to go to that timeshare presentation. As long as I don't have $20,000 to spend, so I think I'll be okay, and I'll be able to say no. But that later part of the week, that Airbnb, I love all the girls going, and even some of the people I don't know, I'm like, oh, they seem cool in the group chat. There's a handful of guys going that I'm like, these men are the scum of the earth. How did they even infiltrate this friend group? Like, it makes no sense to me. But there's one guy in particular he's my sworn enemy. We have never spoken, but we're around each other at this adult camp. And I'm like, he's kind of cute, you know, cute as you can get at this camp. So we followed each other on Instagram, and then he was just posting this like vile stuff to me. So me and a couple other friends, like I was not the only one who did this, unfollowed him. And I think that's a normal, healthy thing. If someone's content is not serving you, unfollow. A lot of people unfollow me, and it does not bother me. So just quietly unfollowed. I never messaged him like, you're disgusting, blah. Just quietly unfollowed. Literally within 10 minutes of me unfollowing, I get like the most bizarre message, like, why'd you unfollow me? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, first of all, who notices? Like, do you have an app? Like, teenage girls have an app for that. And second of all, even if you did notice, why ask me why I unfollowed? So I had like crafted the perfect response in my brain. Something along the lines of, I thought you were a loser. Now I know you're a loser. I never ended up sending it. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave him on red and let him stew and feel stupid about it. But also, like I said, like a fair amount of us unfollowed that day because we were talking about it in our own group chat, and none of them got the weird message. So I was like, what is it about me that he felt offended that I unfollowed? But yeah, for a grown-ass man to notice and unfollow and then ask why, loser energy. So happy I unfollowed because I'm surely not missing anything, but he is gonna be on this trip. Well, like I said, there are gonna be a lot of people going, so it should be easily avoidable, but also part of me really wants to make him feel stupid. Like if we're playing a game of like Never Have I Ever, I would love to be like, never have I ever noticed when someone unfollowed me and made a scene about it and like really stare him down. But like, sometimes you gotta take the high road, but sometimes it's so fun being a bitch. So yeah, vacationing with my enemy this week. So we'll see how that goes. But I will report back after the Disney trip. But very excited to go to Disney. I've been wanting to do like a real Disney trip. I do Disneyland every time I go to California, but I haven't been to Disney World. since 2023, and that was only one day on a cruise. So I only really had like 6 hours there. Like this time I'm staying in a hotel, not on site, but like close enough. And like I'll have the whole day. So I'm doing Magic Kingdom and then I'm doing Hollywood Studios. In the middle of the Hollywood Studios day, I am going to that presentation, but I've heard Hollywood is a half-day park, so I feel like a good chunk of the middle of the day, just from like 1 to 3, I'll be in that presentation, and I feel like that's when it's the hottest and like the most yuck in a park and like the most crowded with families. So I'm like, okay, rope drop in the morning, do the presentation, and then come back for fireworks and stuff. So in my head, I've planned it right. So again, I'll report back. I don't know if I'm gonna Disney vlog. I like Disney vlogging, but also I like being present, and I also have vlogged Disney before, so like you've seen me at Disney, so we will see. Maybe some bits and pieces. But yeah, I figured I'd come on and spill some tea about a pathetic man. Good morning, it is Disney day. I didn't know if I would vlog Disney, but we'll get some bits and pieces. I'll show you what I'm packing. A little minor wrench in my plans. I brought so many, also the lighting's gonna be bad in this hotel room, of these little portable chargers, but the main charger I brought does not have that like USB opening. It only has these little ones. So I'm hoping there's a little adapter in here. I don't know. I'm gonna ask the front desk for like an old school charger, see if they have one. Doesn't hurt asking. Also, I ordered a shirt to wear to Magic Kingdom today because I bought these Ariel ears. So I was like, oh, a purple shirt, these ears will be super cute. It did not come in time. So I am in a Forever 21 shirt from 2012, RIP Forever 21. So this is the fit for today. Very easy, very comfy. I am gonna attempt to go on Tron today. And I know like you kind of like, you can't have fat calves, and I am just at that capacity. Like I was measuring, I was researching. So I was like, okay, having leggings on, I feel like will help. I don't know. So just hoping I get on with minimal humiliation because those tester seats are in front of the whole ride. Riddle me that. But yeah, I also feel like a lot of Magic Kingdom rides, you're like squatting like this. So I do have a dress. Maybe I'll wear that tomorrow. But today is easy, comfy. But I wish I had a cuter outfit, but it just was not in the cards today. And here's everything I'm packing. I have 2 liquid IVs, an empty water bottle, my ears, some glow screen, some toothpaste bites. I honestly have like a old like camping bag that I was like, let me just throw everything in here. And these were in there. And I was like, why not? Antibacterial, some mints, my daisy keychain, super cute. All of these chargers that I hope work out. My regular glasses, my prescription sunglasses, AirPods, charger, so many chargers. But yeah, and my Disney backpack. So this is everything I'm bringing today. I am toying with the idea of bringing a separate pair of shoes. They're the exact same ones as these Walmart ones. These are my comfiest shoes. But even these lasted all day in Europe. But last time I brought them to Disneyland, I was kind of like, ooh, I'm hurting. So will they last at Disney World? I don't know. So just pray for my feet today. The park opens at 8. It is 7:45. I wasn't planning on rope dropping, but like I woke up really early. So I was like, let's just go. I have no plan of attack, no list of foods I want to eat, but I do feel like I'll end up in some long lines so I can do some research then. But my friend works at Disney and I was like, okay, what should I do like Tron wise? He's like, wait till fireworks and go on then. Plus it'll be nighttime and it'll look really cool. So I'm going to trust his judgment. He's a professional, literally. I feel so weird because like, I feel like I'm a Disneyland professional. Like I could write you a guide on how to do a day at Disneyland. This one, I'm very confused. I have no idea what's going on. We're just going to see where the day takes me. Okay, we are inside. I'm actually gonna go left and either do Pirates or Haunted Mansion. Both have very short wait times. And also, every time I do Haunted Mansion in California, it has the overlay of Nightmare Before Christmas. So I wanted to do a classic Haunted Mansion. So I finally get to do that. Also, last time I was here in 2023, they gave you one of these as like your card to get like your photos and stuff. And I forgot it this time and I was like, it's always in my purse. How is it not in my purse? But it was not in my purse. And when I was getting a new card, I'm like, I hope it's Stitch or Daisy Duck. and I got Tinkerbell. And it's weird because they're all randomized, but last one was also Tinkerbell. So weird that that happened twice. But let's get a view of the castle. It's still kind of foggy and cloudy, which is good for me because I get sunburnt and sweaty very easily. But let's go do some rides. We did my first ride of the day, which was Pirates of the Caribbean, which is becoming one of my favorite rides. I think I'm still a Space Mountain girly, but Pirates is definitely getting up there. 5-minute walk-on ride. I like that it's different than Disneyland because if it was the same, then you'd just be getting the same thing over and over again. So I do like that it's different. There's only one drop. It does take your picture and the scenes are a little different. I think I just really like the world building. I really feel like I'm watching a movie there. And fun fact, I've never seen any of those movies. So I'm on my way to Haunted Mansion now, and in my head, I'm like, oh, it's right next to Pirates, like at Disneyland. Nope, I got a hike to go. Could have went on Tiana's. I don't know how wet you get. Famously, you get really wet on the other one. I hate going back and forth being like, Disneyland does this, but like, famously you get very wet at Disneyland, and I don't know if I want to get wet first thing in the morning, but it might happen at some point today. All right, I thought I was gonna get something at Gaston's, but they have a viral, oh my God, what is that? It's a huge, what is this called? Oh my God. Cinnamon bun. Massive, massive cinnamon bun. That is not what I came here for, but it is what everyone else came here for. So there's a huge line. So I might just get something else. Those are massive. I just waited, I think about 80 minutes in line for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It was a lot of fun, but I don't know if I would do the 80 minutes again. I think I would shell out the $13 and just do Lightning Lane for that one, which is now making me think, I'm like, do I want to do Lightning Lane for Tron later? So I'm gonna gauge the line once it gets a little dark, and maybe just shell out the money. I did get this Seaside Serenade. It's a slushie with boba in it from the Prince Eric kind of thing. I'm in like the Ariel kind of area. I could get on the Ariel ride, but I could also get a hot dog. Let's be real here. That was so cute. Makes you feel like a kid again. I'm going into Tomorrowland right now. We will see about Space Mountain. I was like checking the times during the parade. I'm like, oh, maybe it'll die down. Still an hour. So I might give my feet a rest and go on the Carousel of Progress. Stinks in here. I'm on the People Mover. It's a great way to give your feet and particularly my back a rest. And you can stay on this as long as you want to.
Traveler high or nine, take the time to see this show. Now approaching to
Have spotted Stitch, and I think I'm gonna go meet him. Taking a photo with Stitch is peak Disney adult, but we're in a no judgment zone here, okay? I'm so sorry about the quality. I think the humidity is just like making me a little blurry. Anyways, I have done all the rides I've wanted to do so far except for Tron, but we are saving that for when it's dark out. So I'm gonna do another lap, find some more food. I had a cheeseburger, it was very filling. So now I'm gonna do just like snacky foods, but I think I'm gonna get some kind of like another icy drink. And if any rides spark my interest on the walkover, we'll do that too. But I also think I have a round 2 at Pirates left in me. All right, we did it. We survived Tron. It's so loud. They're going off right over me. I did fit, no issues whatsoever. So I'm very happy about that. I was really nervous the whole wait because I didn't get to try it in the line because there was no cast member there to like help out. And also it's in front of everyone, which is like so embarrassing, but I fit, no issues whatsoever. That was so fun. Worth the 80-minute wait. I'm gonna say it, worth the 80-minute wait. My whole body hurts though from just standing. But that was so fun. I have like tears because I was screaming so much. So fun. I do think next time though, I will just pay for the fast pass. I would say the $30 is worth it rather than standing for an hour and a half. Whew, I'm about to have popcorn for dinner, watch the fireworks, and then have an ice cream sundae. Okay, I'm finally getting my ice cream sundae and calling it a day. I am so happy, and my feet actually don't hurt that bad. And we get to do it all again tomorrow at Hollywood Studios. Bye. Good morning, it's day 2. We are doing Hollywood Studios today. A much nicer start to the day. Yesterday was kind of gray and foggy. Today it's like automatic sunshine. Let me show you my outfit. Very Minnie Mouse inspired. I've had this dress for like 8 years. You have definitely seen this dress. Got my Chub Rub shorts on, my Walmart shoes, which are the same exact Walmart shoes as yesterday. Fun fact, they discontinued these, so I have been scouring eBay, Poshmark, anywhere for these shoes because they're the most comfy shoes. So I am trying to get any last pair I can get. And then yesterday I brought the backpack and I loved it, but I was like, maybe today we'll try the fanny pack, which has many stickers of name tags throughout the years. I managed to fit everything I think I need in here. And then I have the classic ears. I do have to leave midway through the day to go to my, what is it called? I keep wanting to say PowerPoint presentation, but it's called a timeshare presentation. There we go. But I figured Hollywood Studios to me is kind of like a half-day park. So leaving for a chunk in the middle of the day will not really throw a wrench in my plans. And I think I've mentioned it before, but I also feel like that's like the hottest point in the day. So like getting to sit inside for 2 hours, not so bad. I just gotta say no. I somehow pick the wrong line no matter where I go. The airport, a theme park, just always behind someone who has no idea what they're doing. Anyways, back to being positive. I'm gonna go to Tower of Terror first because that actually scares me and I wanna get it out of my system. I love it, but it actually scares me. I have no idea how to get around here. It is very humbling. Okay, so I should have entered and immediately turned right. I went straight in, followed the crowd, but I have found Sunset Boulevard and the Tower of Terror. So I got to do Tower of Terror. That was so fun. I'm so afraid of those drop. I hate that feeling, but my hands were up. We were hooting, we were hollering. It was so fun. But like, I'm a big person. My butt was out of that seat the whole time. I was levitating, so I could see how it's scary to little kids. Then I did Rock and Roll Roller Coaster. Or Rock and Roller Coaster, whatever. I'm adding another roll in there. And that has to be my favorite ride here. I love going upside down. I like a thrill ride. So I probably should have added a Universal day in here, but I didn't. So I guess I'll have to come back. Now I'm searching for lunch and then I should leave for my meeting. I went to Woody's Lunchbox, I think that's what it's called. Highly recommended. There was a huge line for it. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll come back at like 4 and eat something then. So I'm deciding what I want right now. I still think it's a little confusing getting around here, and the map on the app is not helping. Like, it's kind of upside down. It's not working with you when you twist things around. But a lot of this is coming back to me from when I was a kid and when I was here like 15 years ago. I do miss the backlot when it was more Hollywood. I would love to have the backlot tour back. I am pleased to inform everybody that I did not buy a timeshare. They really did their thing. The guy was like, it's my birthday. Oh, my dad died. Oh, I miss my dad. Like, I've heard every sales tactic. I stole their snacks. I have some goldfish and a cookie in here. And my girl was really nice and I felt really bad, but I'm like, I'm not gonna give you $64,000 over the course of however long that takes for me to pay off and the maintenance fee and have to spend like a down payment of like $5K today. I don't think there's even $5K on the credit card in my purse, you know? And she was so nice. But then like, once I was like, no, she like turned really quick, oops. But like, I get it. This is their job. They're here to make a sale, but like, I'm also here just for the free stuff. Also, it was supposed to be like a 2-hour thing. This is going on hour 3. I want my park time. So I'm happy to be getting out of there, going back to the park. I only have one ride I need to get on, and that's Slinky Dog. And then I can just like putz around. Like, I'll probably go to the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. And I'll also probably try and do Rock and Roller Coaster one more time. Just finished Slinky Dog, so this is my final ride of the night. Perfect way to go out. It was the little girl behind me, her first roller coaster ever, and we finished, and she's like, that was amazing. So very cute moment to be there for. And I think going at night made it even better. So I'm gonna go get a cookie and go back to the hotel because my feet are killing me. Good morning. So I think I've recovered leg-wise from 2 days at Disney. My shoes smell terrible and I'm about to go live in a house with 20 people, so that should be fun. Everyone's gonna love me. This morning I woke up pretty early just on my own because I knew I wanted pool time. I'm at a hotel with a pool, have yet to enjoy it, so got in the lazy river at like 8 a.m. I was the only one in it. It was so good. And then I just like floated in the pool for an hour, so it was so perfect. I always, bring up a lot of things are going wrong in my life, but I felt like laying in that pool, I'm like, I deserve this. This is what I like dreamed of when I was a kid of what being an adult would be like, So I felt really good. I was getting a little introspective. So I'm showered. I did a little bit of work. I'm gonna go work from the lobby. They said they could hold my bags at the desk and then I'll just work till like 5. I just texted the group chat. I'm like, let me know when you're in the house and I guess I'll just come over. I also just don't want to be like the first one there. I don't know. I'm trying to like gauge when everyone else is coming. I'm like, okay, when are like the girly pops coming? I'll try and like come when they come. And again, my feet stink, so I don't want to be the smelly feet girl, but I think that might be my role for this trip. Anyways, I'm gonna go down to the lobby. This is the Orlando Hilton, super nice. I would 100% stay here again. So very happy about this little timeshare, trying to get me kind of deal, but everything worked out. For the YouTube, no one will see. Wait. Okay, I think yours behind. There we go. Got it. Thank you. Hi friends. So I was editing the video and I realized I never really debriefed on how vacationing with my enemy went, and it went just as you expected. I don't even know where to start. Like, he just sucks, and I think I mentioned that earlier, but a lot of people go into the Airbnb, I'm like, who is claiming him? Like, who really invited him? Who wants him here? What I found out was that there was multiple birthday people in this Airbnb and he was paying for the one girl's Disneyland ticket, like they're friends. I don't know. Anyways, he is just an a-hole the entire weekend. Like, I always try and extend an olive branch. Like, I'll be like baseline nice to everyone. Like, I would never walk in, even though I hate this man, never walk in and be like, ew, what are you doing here? Even though that's kind of what I got in return. But like, we leave the Airbnb, like we're all checking out when someone pops in his room and she's like, oh, it's trashed in here. I'm like, pretends to be shocked. This man has no respect for anything. Also, when we were at Disney, he yelled at a waitress. And like, that is a big no-no for me. Like, that is so fucking rude. Like, I would never. You could serve me a human foot at a restaurant. I'd be like, ooh, I think someone messed up, but I'll eat it anyways. Like, there's a way to go about things, but he was like, chop, chop, let's go, I'm waiting. Like, no. And he was right next to me when this happened. And I look at him like, you don't talk to people like that. And he was like, whatever. And he like, I had a friend with him and I look at her and I'm like, do not let him talk to people like that. Like, you need to pause this when you see it too. Like, it's not funny. It's not cute. Like, cause she also kind of like, sorry about it. I'm like, no, if that's your friend, you need to like nip it in the bud. So then I complained to the rest of the 30 people. I'm like, he yelled at that waitress in the China pavilion, And then someone else was like, I saw him yell at a waitress in Italy. And like, everyone had a story about him being rude to someone working there. And I was like, this is bad. Like, I feel like whenever I read like people's icks or red flags, it's always like rude to a waitress was number one. And he was rude to multiple waitresses. I feel like a lot of people were like on the ick train with him. And I'm like, good. I'm first and foremost a hater, so when other people are hating on someone, I'm like, I'm always right about my read on people. So yeah, just like, he sucked. And again, I'm like, who is claiming this man? As you can tell, it has been a few months since this happened. And I noticed like similar group of that people, like an offshoot group, also went on vacation and invited him. And I'm like, again, who is claiming this man? Also, some of you were the ones complaining about how rude he was, and yet you're all buddy-buddy with him. I don't get it. He finds his way into like every group of friends. I don't get how he does it. Like, he comes to camp with us. I'm like, who is he even friends with? I don't get it. But anyways, he was a nightmare. He sucks. He still sucks. And I give a lot of my friends the side eye for keeping him around. Anyways, I'm sure there's more, but I tried to block out as much as possible. He's just rude. And not even in a fun way. Sometimes it's funny to be mean, and he's not even the fun mean. But yeah, survived that. And I'm gonna end this vlog here. And then I have a ton of other vlogs, and then we'll be back in real time, and you'll see me hold his shirt. Like, I'm catching up. This weekend is the first time since February that I have a free Saturday. So like, the videos will be coming. So thank you so much for sticking with me. Enjoy this throwback vlog. The next one you see will also be a throwback vlog, but then we'll be kind of caught up. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you soon. Bye.